Law firm marketing has nothing to do with you, and it has everything to do with your clients. If you want to turn around your law firm's marketing plan, if you want to increase your ROI, get more cases, and feel that sense of marketing confidence, right? Where you just have like a recession-proof lead generating machine, then you got to stop focusing your marketing around you right now and start focusing it all around your clients' needs, their fears, frustrations, wants, and aspirations. So in this video, after managing tens of millions of dollars of law firm marketing budgets nationwide, we have hundreds of legal clients. We're the fastest growing company in the legal industry at the time of this video. I'm going to break down for you the one concept, the one shift that will make you a better marketer in today's competitive marketplace. If you don't figure this out, you're going to be constantly banging your head against the wall, wondering why your marketing isn't working. So we're going to apply this to two sides of your marketing. First is the content marketing side, and then second is the lead generation side. So content marketing is where you put out free videos, ebooks, blog posts, free stuff that builds value in the marketplace for legal consumers, right? And then the separate side, paid advertising, also known as lead generation. This is Google ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, paying money for ads and then putting the clicks, the people who click on those ads, through a funnel, which then eventually leads to someone hiring your law firm. So let's talk about this from a couple important angles. I'm going to first share with you the fears, frustrations, wants, and aspirations. It's a worksheet that I created, which I'm going to kind of walk you through. Then we're going to talk about niche intelligence and how what you target in your branding is completely different than what you're going to target in your lead generation. And then last but not least, we're going to talk about keyword intelligence, which is what you're going to use on your lead generation marketing, okay? This is how the new world is working. So listen closely, take notes, because I'm going to open the hood for you, and I hope you implement it. Okay, so let's dive in. What is the fears, frustrations, wants, and aspirations concept? This is such a needle mover in your marketing. For example, I serve lawyers. I know lawyers, one of their number one concerns when it comes to spending money on Google is a feeling that they can't compete against the big guns in their market. I know that because I've surveyed hundreds of clients, and I know that's the number one survey response that my client base feels. Do you know that about your consumers? Or are you pounding your head against the wall, touting your AVO badges and your fine law badge or whatever badges you have on your website and past case verdicts and stuff like this? A legal consumer, when they're having their worst day, they're not looking at your past verdicts, okay? They're not looking at all the accreditations and things that you put on your website. They want to feel understood and heard. They want to feel attended to. They want to feel like their phone call to you matters, like it's prioritized, right? They don't want to feel like they're just another number contacting your firm, okay? So let's think about this. What is the real fear of someone going through a divorce? Okay, is it that I need to find a divorce lawyer? No, it's I want the respect of my kid throughout this divorce, right? What's the real fear of someone who just got into a car accident? Well, at the moment, maybe it's around medical bills, right? If it's an actual injury, maybe it's around crap. What happens with my insurance policy because of this? Is my insurance going to cover all of this? Another thing that people think before they call a car accident lawyer is they think about settlement value, okay? So they think about all these concepts in their head that happen in micro moments before they go and type in personal injury lawyer, okay? These are their fears and frustrations. Some of their frustrations is that they've called a law firm before and they talked to someone who was not experienced at all. So they're frustrated about that. They feel like if they call another law firm, they're going to talk to someone who can't help them. They're frustrated about the fact that they have to call a lawyer in the first place. They don't want to call you. So if your call to action on your website is call us, and there's no benefit-oriented call to action on your website, what do you think's going to happen? Less people are going to call because there's no value to just saying call us. And that's what everyone's call to action is, okay? So think about how can I create benefit-oriented call to actions that actually tie back to my consumers' fears and frustrations. But really, what are their wants and aspirations? Like, let's not be all negative here. What do they really want, okay? Well, in the personal injury niche, depending on who you serve, they may want, to be a better dad, Who knows, right? They don't want to be a better personal injury lawyer client. They want things in their lives. You have to appeal to them. Ask them on your intake calls. Connect with them as people. What do you really want as a result of this case, right? What does someone who's going through a criminal defense case, what do they really want? They want freedom. They don't want the stress. They want to keep their job. They don't want to go unemployed, right? This is what they're really feeling. So how can you cater your marketing to their real fears, frustrations, wants, and aspirations? And a little bonus tip on this first tip is you can embed this. We have many clients. We have someone, we have Gary, we have Lance, we have quite a few members who are in our coaching program who have embedded the fears, frustrations, wants, and aspirations. It's a worksheet. If you want that worksheet, you can go to tools.smbteam.com. I think there's a link in this video as well in the description of the video. But you can download it and actually just give this to your clients during the intake call. You can just say, hey, do you mind filling out a survey so I can better understand where you're at right now? Tell us a little bit about your fears, frustrations, wants, and aspirations when choosing a criminal defense firm, family law firm, personal injury firm. Does that make sense? Okay, let's go on to the second tip. So the first tip is your fears, frustrations, wants, and aspirations. Constant market research. Embedding it into your intake process and gearing your marketing towards your client's actual fears, frustrations, wants, and aspirations. Okay, the next is if you want to go in on content marketing. You see people like me putting out videos like this. We have a huge webinar series. We've interviewed all the biggest law firm owners in the United States. You can always tune in on our show on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. Happens every Tuesday. And niche selection is one of the most important things when it comes to content marketing, okay? And this is one of the things lawyers don't pick up. When they start saying, I want to make videos like Bill or some of the other guys who make videos in this space, right? Like Andy, who I'm close friends with. I want to do that for my law firm. I want to go create hundreds of YouTube videos. I want to go create hundreds of blog posts. I want to become a brand, not just depend on inbound leads to hire me on the spot and shop me on price and not trust me, right? Well, if you've had that epiphany, you need to know your niche for a content perspective. Let's explain. If you're a bankruptcy lawyer and you want to build a big brand, your niche is not bankruptcy lawyer. It's debt relief, credit repair, okay? If you go onto YouTube and you type in keywords like bankruptcy lawyer, you'll see pretty quickly people aren't that interested in bankruptcy lawyer keywords. If you type in debt relief, clear my debt, clear credit card debt, and credit repair, right? If you type in keywords like that, you'll see people who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, okay? In the personal injury vertical, it's the same thing. People aren't interested in personal injury lawyer, right? They're interested in education on, how this case, how their medical expenses are going to be covered throughout the case, right? Some of them are interested in specific data on their insurance policy. So if you type in some of the insurance companies that you want to get cases under, type in like State Farm and other words and insurance policy coverage for car accidents, you'll see a couple YouTube channels, there's only a handful of them, that went all in on the insurance policy education niche on YouTube, and they have more subscribers than most of the personal injury lawyers, and they're capturing the market before they call a personal injury lawyer, right? That's smart content marketing. Same thing for a divorce lawyer. You'd be way better off going into the marriage counseling niche and relationship counseling and branding yourself as a divorce lawyer, building a big attention unit base, right? And then turning that into divorce clients down the road. These are just a couple of examples on how you can actually pick the right niche, right? It's a niche before your niche, right? So if you're a bankruptcy lawyer, it's the niche before they know they need a bankruptcy lawyer, okay? Divorce, same thing. It's the niche right before they know they need a divorce lawyer, right? You see what I'm saying here? You could get creative in any part of law, okay? We've seen this happen in people who do business law. I ask them 3 questions on a coaching session, and it's like in 3 seconds we do the 80-20 rule. We say what 20% of your 20% of your business produces 80% of the results, profitable clients, and stress-free income. And immediately you're like, oh, SaaS company mergers and acquisitions, right? An M&A firm would then go, oh, we just want to go and become the SaaS company valuation educator because we love getting SaaS company M&A clients, okay? Ask yourself these questions to figure out what niche you want to blanket and dominate. And then you want your lead magnets like ebooks and free video trainings, you want them to match this niche so that you can start collecting email addresses, which then you're going to later turn into signed clients through your email list when they eventually reach out to you because you've given them so much value in advance without asking for anything in return. Okay, let's go to numero tres, which is keyword intelligence. Now, this applies to those of you who want to dial in your lead generation. Lead generation is you need leads now, right? So that means you're going to have to show advertisements, right? That means you're going to have to put up ads on Google, Facebook, YouTube, or you could do LinkedIn, which is one of the top 10 highest traffic websites in the world, right? You could use LinkedIn. You could use any of these sites. The key is if you want to move into the lead generation world, you got to know your keywords, okay? Keywords are how most of Google and YouTube runs, so you got to know, okay, if you're a family law attorney, you got to know the demand buckets of family law, right? You got to know some people type in custody lawyer, others type in child support lawyer, others type in divorce lawyer, others type in family law attorney, others type in, there's high asset research terms that people type in, usually without the word lawyer, right? There's these buckets of demand. Same thing, let's use DUI as an example, right? There's DUI lawyer demand, which is what you know, that's a bucket of demand. Then there's the research terms like DUI charges, okay, how to beat a DUI, second offense DUI, third offense DUI, DUI laws, DWI in some parts of the United States, OUI, OWI in different parts of the United States. So having this market intelligence allows you to actually craft siloed marketing strategies on any of these advertising platforms. You're thinking, how does this apply? I understand how that applies on Google. I got to pick my keywords. I understand how this applies on YouTube, which is also a search engine, because YouTube, you show your ads by keyword targeting, right? And audiences that are based on what people previously typed in. I get that, Bill, but maybe you don't understand, how does this work on Facebook? It works because if you know the keywords that people type in on Google, that's essentially research. If you know that people type in custody lawyer a certain number of times per month, and that when people type that in, that's a sign of a higher quality client for your firm that's operationally efficient for your firm, that kind of client, then you'd want to use that keyword in your Facebook ads when you set up your Facebook ads, and maybe you'd want to give a custody related ebook on your Facebook ads because you know that that silo of demand, when an internet searcher is thinking custody lawyer in their head, if you know that's a more profitable, scalable client for you, right? That's more stress-free income for you, then you should go all in on that on your social media ads, right? So this is how you become an expert marketer, where you have unstoppable confidence, is when you feel like you understand your clients better than they know themselves. And then you craft all of your marketing around their needs. You will be mind-boggled what happens. Because what most lawyers do is when they don't have this strategy down, is you're just going to bank on your past accomplishments and not communicate with any of your market, and you're going to wonder why your marketing never works, okay? One little fun tip here, guys, is not everyone wants serious stuff. If you're a funny person, if you're a lighthearted person, if you're a charming person and you run a law firm, maybe you want to show that. People want entertainment, right? Especially in things like PI, right? Depending on the niche you serve, there's some people who have had tremendous success pulling hundreds of cases a month with lighthearted commercials, lighthearted YouTube ads. You know, I've interviewed Mark Westman, Pop Brothers at Law. He has a YouTube, he has an Instagram thing with 500,000 followers on it. It's lighthearted. It's a very specific brand. It's out there, but it applies to his niche. Similarly, Top Dog CEO Lawyer. These guys are personal brand type personal injury lawyers that pull in all their cases from Instagram, right? Study these people. Jim Hacking's done this on YouTube, okay? So look at how Jim Hacking has, you know, he doesn't have perfect video editing, but he relates to his niche audience well, okay? He relates to their fears, frustrations, wants, and aspirations. And once you know the keywords you want to go after, you're unstoppable on YouTube, you're unstoppable on Google, and you're unstoppable on Facebook because you know what's going through your clients' brains and you take the guesswork out of the equation. I am super excited. If you downloaded that ebook, the tools.smbteam.com that I mentioned earlier. Make sure you download that now so you can get access to some of my free tools. And I want you to watch this next video on our channel if you want a little bit more information on something that's going to help you beyond this. My name is Bill Hauser, CEO of the SMB team. I'm here to serve you. Comment below, like the video if you liked it. Let me know how I can improve. Let me know your takeaways, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay great.